Hey, what's up guys? Welcome once again to my channel. This is SNO's Gaming Hub. Today we're gonna have a rundown of the new bio for Cyrax, Sektor and Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 1 so we can see how it varies from the previous timeline. But before we begin, you know the drill. Please like this video and subscribe. This is a new channel so you can show your support by hitting that subscribe button. And now let's get started. So let's begin with Cyrax since we got her trailer yesterday. Check out my reaction to that. In the previous timeline, Cyrax was a skilled Botswana warrior and a member of the Lin Kuei that resisted the Cyber Initiative but eventually fell victim to it before subsequently sacrificing himself in Mortal Kombat 11. In this new timeline, Cyrax is described as a free-thinking Lin Kuei born into the Zaki, one of the Lin Kuei's many sub-clans, and for many generations, it has maintained a quiet presence in Niger's Air Mountains where it stands ready to defend Earthrealm. So, number one change, Cyrax's country of origin has moved from Southern African Botswana to Niger in West Africa. And fun fact, Zaki is a Hausa word that stands for lion, which makes sense because the Hausa people make up over 50% of Niger's population. And don't confuse Niger with Nigeria, those are two different countries. And I don't know, her accent doesn't really sound West African, it sounds more Southern African, or should I say your generic American African accent. And I'm bringing this up because imagine how funny it would be if a British character maybe spoke with a Russian accent. But that's by the way. Moving on, Cyrax, a martial arts prodigy, was the youngest Zaki to ever become an active Lin Kuei warrior. That success earned her an invitation to serve directly under Sektor, to which she seized the opportunity with her trademark vigor. But while her skills have endured her Sektor, her independent streak has not. And despite Sektor's best effort to break it, Cyrax's will remains untamed. She will serve the Lin Kuei on her own terms or not at all. So we've seen some things from this bio in the trailer, with Cyrax speaking up against crashing Kuai Liang's wedding and subsequently having a huge fallout with Sektor, very similar to the previous timeline where he was against the Cyber Initiative. So far, we've not heard anything about the Cyber Initiative, but I doubt we'll see that in this new timeline since their new bodysuits already have that technology. Now let's move on to Sektor. In the previous timeline, the guy was just straight up bad. He brought about the Cyber Initiative and was involved with Quan Chi in the slaughter of the Shirai Ryu. He was killed by Sub-Zero, and in Mortal Kombat 11 when Kronika brought him back, Kano turned on him by activating his self-destruct mode that eventually led to his destruction. Now in Liu Kang's timeline, she is the master armorer of the Lin Kuei. She grew up immersed in Lin Kuei culture. Her mother was a leading warrior and her father was its master armorer. She marveled at his flawless work, apprenticing with him. She eventually surpassed her father's skills, and when he retired, she took his place. But Sektor also wanted to honor her mother's legacy, so now her vast knowledge of weaponry and her formidable martial skills makes Sektor a combatant like no other. Sensing Sektor was a kindred spirit, Sub-Zero shared with her his grand vision for the Lin Kuei's future, and she joined his efforts immediately. Now Sub-Zero's most trusted lieutenant, Sektor will force the Lin Kuei to evolve, and those who cannot change will be eliminated. So instead of the Cyber Initiative, Sektor in this timeline is in lockstep with Sub-Zero to dominate Earthrealm instead of serving it. But with Sub-Zero subsequently becoming Noob Saibot, I wonder if they're still gonna be allies. So let's move on to Noob Saibot's bio, aka the perfected Bihan. As Sub-Zero, Bihan was Lin Kuei's ruthless grandmaster. He dreamed of making his clan a dominant force in Earthrealm, but Bihan and his dreams died at the hands of a godly Havik from another timeline. This Havik stole Bihan's soul, using it to create the perfect henchman Noob Saibot. And like his creator, Noob Saibot is dedicated to fomenting anarchy, and he will not rest until all forms of authority are eradicated. Now this is not too different from Noob Saibot of the previous timeline, the only difference being that Scorpion killed him and he was resurrected by Quan Chi as Noob Saibot. So with this Noob Saibot loyal to Havik, would he want to perfect the Lin Kuei and turn them into whatever Noob Saibot is? Or will the man to fall on Sektor, who would then have to battle her rival Cyrax? Well, all that we'll just have to wait and see when the story expansion comes out. So share your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of the new bio for Cyrax, Sektor and Noob Saibot? Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.